Hey there, boaters. I'm Captain Stacy Hanrahan, and this is Boaters TV. First in Power Play, Southern Boating's Captain Robb Hanrahan is here with a rib roundup.
Captain Stacy, and this month's Southern Boating, my editor, Marilyn Mower, takes us into a new world of ribs. And I'm not talking about barbecue. Some manufacturers are blurring the line between yacht tender and primary vessel, while others are inventing entirely new applications. Take the new AB Rider, for example. It's sort of a cross between a wave runner and an inflatable, combining the spaciousness and safety of a tender with the performance of a PWC. The Rider sports 4 davit lifting points, an anti-skid floor, and comfortably seats 2 adults or 1 adult and 2 kids. The 25 horsepower engine makes it a blast to drive. Now, the U-23 Carbon from Cross Current Marine is one of those ribs that blurs the line between tender and primary boat. It's the market's first rib constructed of proprietary carbon and Kevlar epoxy composite with Hypalon neoprene tubes. Sounds fancy, huh? The U-23 is the Cadillac of inflatables with teak decking, telescoping swim ladder, ice box, and a tube inflator pump. The hardtop arch can be equipped with an electronics compartment, rod holders, deck lighting, and a robust mounting point for wakeboarding. The U-23 has more than just looks. It's got the performance. The 250 outboard pushes it to a top speed of 45 knots. The Sea Legs amphibious rib recently rolled into U.S. waters. Check this out. These inflatables have retractable wheels, similar to aircraft landing gear, so you can just drive across a beach or down a ramp and straight into the water. On land, its air-cooled engine will move you around at a stately 6 miles per hour. But put this thing in the water and watch out. Retract the wheels and the 150 horsepower outboard will take you up to 50 miles per hour. These are nothing close to the little inflatable boat you had as a kid. To read Marilyn's entire rib roundup, including the latest from Nautica and Walker Bay, pick up a copy of this month's Southern Boating magazine. Captain Stacy, back to you.
Thanks, Rob. Next in Nautical Know-How, time for Radar 101 in our Blue Water Sailing segment. Having a radar unit aboard is like having a second set of eyes. But if you're expecting 20/20 vision, you'd better know the basics of this important navigation tool. Today, Blue Water Sailing's Mark Cork has our Radar 101. Radar stands for Radio Detection and Ranging. All units basically work in the same way, regardless of manufacturer. A high-frequency radio signal is sent out from an antenna at a speed of 162,000 miles per second. If the signal strikes a solid object, it's bounced back, picked up by the antenna, and displayed as a blip on a screen. Metal, and to a lesser extent wooden boats, are pretty easily picked up on radar. But fiberglass boats are actually very poor reflectors of radar signals. So if you've got one, it's smart to attach a radar reflector that'll make you more visible to passing vessels. Let's go over a few radar terms now. An echo is a dot, dash, or blob that appears on your display screen. They call them blips in the movies. A target is a ship or other vessel that you want to keep an eye on. Clutter is all the unwanted echoes on your screen. High waves, birds, or rain can all cause clutter, but you can usually reduce it by using the gain control. This is similar to your VHF's squelch control that removes unwanted radio interference. A guard zone is an area you can set around your boat. When another vessel or other solid object enters the guard zone, an alarm is triggered. And an EBL, or electronic bearing line, is used to display the relative or true bearing of a target on the display. Speaking of displays, most modern units now have the ability to overlay radar information on top of electronic charts, or split the screen, 1/2 radar, 1/2 chart. There's a lot more to radar than meets the eye. So, for more Radar 101, read Mark's entire article at www.bwsailing.com. Now it's time to answer yesterday's Rules of the Road question. The question was, both international and inland. The lights shown mean that another vessel should pass no closer than A, 500 meters, B, 1,000 meters, C, 1,500 meters, or D, 2,000 meters? And the answer is B, 1,000 meters. Those green lights tell you you're looking at a vessel engaged in mine clearance operations, and you should keep at least 1,000 meters away for your own safety. Yes, this type of vessel is technically a ram, but mine clearance operations have their own special lights, 3 all-round greens, and during the day, 3 balls. I don't have a memory aid for this one, so if anyone out there does, I'd love to hear it. In just a moment, we'll have today's Rules of the Road question for you. Tune in tomorrow for the answer. For TBTV, I'm Captain Stacy.